Good morning everybody and welcome back to I Loaf You. Today we are going to be making a version of a shepherd's pie. So we are going to start by preparing our ingredients. I'm going to use mixed vegetables in the bottom, corn, peas, carrots. I'm going to make a easy, simple, quick brown gravy. Then we are going to put ground beef and mashed potatoes and cheese on the top, and we are going to bake the entire thing. So to start with, we want to peel and cut up our potatoes so that we can cook those and mash them, as well as we are going to brown our meat with some salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, as well as make our gravy. I'm going to have everything going on the stove at once so you'll be able to see all of the pieces as we go along. Alright, so now I'm going to put our potatoes on the stove to start to boil until they are tender. You can test these just by poking them with a fork. We will get that started and we will start on our gravy and browning our beef while our potatoes cook. Now, because of what it is that I'm making, I'm just going to use a cheap brown gravy mix and just follow the instructions on it and just get that heated up, and we will start our ground beef as well. All right, we've stirred that, and you can see our gravy here is thickened. So I'm going to take this off the heat, and we're actually going to take you right over. My tripod will stand, and we are going to pour this directly over our vegetables. And we'll let that sit while we continue cooking our meat, because our meat is going to be our next layer. Alright, so now that our meat is finished cooking, we are just going to drain the grease, and we are going to layer this on top of our vegetable and gravy mixture, and then we are going to wait until our potatoes are finished cooking so we can mash those and put those on the top. Alright, so our potatoes cooked until they were fork tender. So now I am going to add a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, and some butter and milk as they mix until it is the right consistency for mashed potatoes. We are just going to whip these up. That is, in my opinion, much easier than using a potato masher. And I also don't have a potato masher. So we will get started doing it this way. Now all we want to do is take our mashed potatoes. Looks like I made a little too much for what I need, so I will probably have a snack. But we are going to just top this and spread it all out. We're essentially using mashed potatoes like a top crust almost. So we just want to spread this over. And then we are going to top this with some cheese. Some sort of a mixed shredded cheese if you have that. You can use mozzarella if you prefer. I just find that it melts and cooks a little easier with a shredded cheese. And then I'm just going to balloon some aluminum foil over the top, so that we can put this in the oven to cook. I'm gonna cook it at about 350 degrees. I'm not eating this right away, so I'm actually going to cool this down before I cook it, so it will probably cook for me for about 45 minutes or so, with the last 5 minutes being cooked uncovered so that the cheese crisps a little bit. If you are cooking it right away, obviously it will not take quite as long to cook.